He hit me the first time 6 weeks into our marriage. 2 months into our marriage, he was arrested for assault with bodily injury, and I was the one assaulted. I married a pastor, and pastors are people that you think you can trust. We had a very short courtship. We got married. I got pregnant on my honeymoon, and shortly thereafter, the marriage started to unravel. Upon his being arrested for assault with bodily injury, I found out that he had been in jail for years for theft and fraud. As I went to an attorney to kind of look at what my options were, because clearly the man I had married was not who he had portrayed himself to be. In the state of Texas, even if it's an abusive marriage, they would rather you stay together if there is a child involved than get divorced. So I found myself alone, pregnant, and really not knowing what the future held. A few months later, I delivered my son stillborn. And as a result of no longer having a child, I was able to have my marriage annulled on the basis of fraud. Shortly thereafter, I was just in a fog. I don't even really remember those months. And it was then that God brought friends who really carried me through that time. They helped me move out in the middle of the night. The next morning, I went to work, and they brought furnishings from their house, and before I knew it, I came home to really a home, not just a safe place to stay. During that time, I didn't know what the future held. I certainly never thought that I would ever be a wife and mom again. I had put those dreams on hold and slowly began to pick myself back up through the grace of God. Fast forward to years later, and I met a man named Randy. And within our first year of marriage, we found out we were expecting. And we now have a beautiful baby boy. And through all of those things that I went through, what I learned about myself is my first marriage, there were many signs before I got married that kind of showed me that this man was maybe not who he said he was, but I didn't believe them. Maybe I didn't want to believe him because in my heart of all hearts, I didn't think that I was truly worthy of a great marriage. And what God has shown me is that He is a God who restores. He is a God who creates each of us to be beautiful just the way we are. And so for me, when I delight myself in God, He truly did give me the desires of my heart.